Okay. Okay, and done. Hopefully I made this public. Is this public? Yes, it is. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Mrs. Smart. Hey, Zoe. Hey, Razzle. Hey, other Jennifer. Hey, Smiley. Hey, Mia. How's everybody doing today? How's everybody's Tuesday? You see Portia Williams and Zandy Smith got arrested for protesting? I did not know. Hey, Natasha. Hey, Tiffany. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Crystal. My favorite part of Tuesday. Oh, well, thanks, Jennifer. Is everybody having a good day today? Hey, Tammy. My knee is killing me. Oh, I'm sorry, Zoe. How's the physical therapy going? Is it going okay? Hey, Echo. Just scrolling through Twitter, seeing what's going on. Hey, Amber. Did you hear about the great guy from Mythbusters that passed away? I did, yes. I saw that on Twitter last night. It's super sad. Like, 2020 needs to just go away. I get to stay for the whole live. I don't have students tonight. Oh, well, that's awesome. Welcome to a full live party. Hey, vegan. Oh, Twitter. Keemstar, Rich Lux, Smoky Glow. Yes, I saw that. Hey, Josephine. I'm doing good. How are you? I was looking at that whole Keemstar, Rich Lux, Smoky Glow thing, and I was just like, really? Cancel 2020. I was just going through Twitter. Niggas having to take down videos because they re-upload the podcast. Yeah, I saw that too. Like, you can't just re-upload somebody's entire like video, let alone like a podcast. Like, it's a different story if you sit there and you react and you do commentary and like all that stuff to it, but he literally just like recorded the podcast and re-uploaded it. Hey, Lissa. What's going on with Keemstar and Rich? So Keemstar found a video from Smoky Glow from almost a year ago where she basically said like it's infuriating that Keemstar has like the following that he has. I haven't gone back to see the actual video. I scrolled through all of her videos trying to find it, but I couldn't find it. So I'm going to eventually go back and find it. And she basically said like, even me with like 6,000 subscribers, the fact that I'm talking about this, like he has like a cult-like following with his fans, and I know that they're going to come for me, but I just don't care. And this video is a year old. So he decided to record that part of the video where she said that it's infuriating that he has such a following. Excuse me. And then like zoom in on her face as close as he could and upload it to him laughing. And it literally just proves her point that he will go out and attack anybody. Doesn't matter how big or how small they are, because this video is a year old. Why is he bringing it up now? It really has no relevance. She was just stating her thoughts on it, or on Keemstar at the time, and he hasn't changed. I remember him and I got into a Twitter argument when I had less than 200 subscribers on YouTube and even less followers on Twitter. So he will attack anybody for any reason. He doesn't care. And like I can completely agree with like what he says, like him and his fans, and how it's just like they'll go after anybody. It doesn't even matter. And then how Rich falls into it. Rich tweeted underneath of it something like, can she find success in blending that eyeshadow? And he has since like issued an apology and how it was supposed to be like a joke, but I mean, it didn't really come off as a joke, which is, you know, the biggest issue. And there's rumors now that Rich is going to have a makeup line come out, or like apparently there's like Rich Lux Cosmetics that's coming out. And it's like the last thing that you should be doing is shading anybody's makeup skills, especially somebody who might be like a potential buyer. And Smokey does like makeup reviews on her channel as well. So this is somebody who is possibly potentially, you know, would have reviewed your product. And now at this point, like, would she even think about reviewing it after that comment? And then she issued a statement basically saying, like, you know what, I don't like look at that stuff. And I have all the screenshots if I need them for a video, but I'm just like, going after somebody's makeup skills when you're potentially launching your own makeup line is not a good look. I mean, it's not a good look in general, but I mean, especially if you're going to be coming out with your own line. So I saw that and I was just like, come on. He should have said at least she blends now. Yeah, like, I mean, and everybody starts their makeup journey in a different place. And like, was her look the best in that video? No. But if you look at her makeup looks now, like, she's definitely highly improved her makeup skills. And I don't even think her look was even that bad to begin with. Hey, Diane. Oh, I remember I clocked him doing makeup. Yes, Mrs. Smart, you did. Yes. And then somebody found trademarks registered for like Rich Lux Cosmetics. Exactly. I commented that it was deleted. Yeah. Hey, Crystal. Rich Lux makeup has always looked bad. I don't think the point of his makeup, though, is to look good. He says, like, you know, it's like clown makeup, so people don't take him too seriously because his videos are supposed to meant to be like funny and lighthearted. So I don't think that his like aesthetic that he goes for is supposed to look good, which is why, you know, his eyelashes never glued on right and all that. So I don't care. I get a kick out of Rich and his wonky lash. Yeah, I mean, he does it for a reason to, you know, to not come off as serious. He doesn't want people to think he's like super serious. But sometimes when you put a joke out like that, and I mean, it doesn't land, it just ends up not looking good. I mean, at least those geometric looks on his face are usually the same shape. So, I mean, I'll give him that. Luscious trying to stay relevant. Pauline put it on Twitter how Rich and them need to stay away from all the new brands coming out. People are telling her to drop it. Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, they're going to buy whatever they want and give away whatever they want and tweet about, you know, whatever brand they want. So basically, I mean, if she just keeps doing this, and if it ends up costing them things like sponsors and stuff like that, I mean, it's going to get to the point where they could probably put out a defamation suit and a harassment suit if she ends up like costing them money. So you got to be very careful when you're tweeting about stuff like that because it's not going to be good. If it doesn't do makeup looks, that Goodbye come out with a makeup line. I mean, Keemstar came out with makeup and he does zero makeup. I mean, anybody can come out with their own makeup line. I'm not saying who can and who can't, but I mean, at least Rich actually wears makeup, opposed to Keemstar, who obviously did it just to make money. But nothing truly gets deleted. Drama channels work harder than the devil when it comes to collecting receipts. Oh yeah. Josephine, I have all those receipts on my phone. And if you don't have it, all you have to do is put out a single tweet or send a DM to somebody who you know is really good at collecting those screenshots, and then you'll be able to get them right away. I surely hope that it doesn't at this point because he's missing it. I surely hope that isn't the point because he's missing it completely. What do you mean, Amber? If you don't review his palette and say his makeup isn't supposed to look good, PMSL? What's PMSL? Why is my brain not functioning today? I took that. He meant she got success with her eyeshadow. Didn't she just have a successful palette? Yes, she did. Did I read it wrong? Hold on, let me pull up the tweet here. His exact tweet was, "Can she find success in blending that eyeshadow? Question mark. Ha." That's what it says. Shane too. Yeah, exactly. Let me put that on vibrate in case somebody calls me. Not that it happens very often. I think at this point, Rich knows both sides, so he should speak to his friends and tell them to let it go for everyone's sake. I mean, he can obviously do that. I remember if you listen to the podcast from Dustin, Nick, and Paige, Rich basically said, like, I don't want you guys to do this podcast. Or like, I don't want a part of this podcast or something. He said something along those lines. And they said, okay, well, we'll send you the podcast first, in case there's any issues. But I mean, he can tell them that all they want. And if Nick, Rich, and Paige decide, or if Nick, Dustin, and Paige decide not to talk about it anymore, that's fine. But that doesn't mean that Luscious isn't going to, which is the main issue because they keep saying that Luscious is the one who keeps bringing everything up. Piss myself laugh. Oh, okay. Keem did it as a FU to the beauty community. It was right when Shane and Jeffrey had the docuseries are saying how hard it was to make a collection. Yeah, but I mean, they actually, made their own eyeshadows or picked out what colors they wanted, made an entire collection, made merch, made lip stuff, made, all this other stuff. He literally went to like AliExpress and picked out a pre-made palette and ordered based off of how many people did a pre-order. Hey, Sammy. Lush is only costing himself the stuff he wants. If he wants makeup brands to send him stuff, they're going to see his channel is him talking about the drama. Yep, and I'm pretty sure that I said that in my video. That, I mean, in the long run, it's going to end up costing him potential brand endorsements or, other things like brand deals, any kind of sponsorships. They're going to go back and look at his channel and be like, okay, why would we want to have this person associated with our brand or our makeup when all they did for an entire month was sit here and drag all these people for no reason and say that they're bad people? And I don't know, it's not coming off as a good look. I used to love Luscious and Rich and Nudia. Yeah, they have good chemistry. I mean, they were friends for a long time. It was an older comment. Oops. It was an older comment. I hope his point isn't to look good. Okay. Then he was being an ass. Bad boy Rich. Hey, Marie. Thumbs up the live, everybody. Thank you, Zoe. Has a new podcast been put out? Yes, the podcast was put out on Monday. They keep subtweeting her. I haven't been on Twitter too much today, so I haven't seen too much of what's going on. Hey, Raph, how are you? I stopped watching Lush months ago. It got too much. It's only about Rich or Nick 90%. Yep, exactly, Marie. How did the podcast get taken down if it's on Patreon? Sorry, I was offline. No, somebody re-uploaded the podcast, so they clearly are subscribed to the Patreon, and recorded the podcast and then re-uploaded it to YouTube. To be honest, if Lush didn't keep talking about Nick and Co for the last few months or for the last few weeks on our lives, Nick and Co wouldn't be subtweeting and tweeting. Exactly. And that was the whole point. They were basically saying, okay, look, we have not talked about you since, you asked us to stop talking about you. Excuse me. And now all she's doing is tweeting about them and talking about them. Hey, Bruce, loving your channel. Oh, thanks, Karen. I'm not going to pay for the podcast because I'm not condoning either side. If Rich publicly says something, at least it's coming from... looks like the rest of your comment got cut off. Sorry. Is Lush friends with Here for the Tea? Heard them say in the podcast, Lush is friends with She Who Shall Not Be Named. Who are they talking about? Yes, I'm pretty sure it's Here for the Tea. If Luscious is not friends with Here for the Tea, he is friends with Manny, who is friends with Here for the Tea. So, cooking chicken broccoli ziti while I listen. Oh, that sounds delicious. Everyone is so pissed about having to pay for their podcast. I mean, if you want to pay for it, pay for it. If you don't want to pay for it, don't pay for it. The reason that they're putting it on Patreon versus on Twitter is because it can be uncensored. They don't have to worry about issues of, people basically doing what they did was re-uploading it. So, I mean, they issued a copyright strike on it, so the video got taken down. But I can understand why they would put it on there, because if they put it on one of their channels and it's uncensored, that video would be deemed not appropriate for ads, and then that affects your entire channel. It doesn't affect, just that video. It will then turn around and it'll affect all the videos that you upload, making some of them not suitable for ads, even though they are. Ellen's a damn good makeup artist and comedian. She would flourish if she focused on building that and not focusing on the catty back and forth. 100% agree, Josephine, 100%. Hey, Price. I absolutely love and adore Rich, but not since his video titled Shane Dawson Bullied Off the Internet. Meanwhile, he sat there and fat-shamed someone named Edwin for the entire video. I don't think I saw that one, Abby. And the only Edwin that I could think of is was it Big Ed from 90 Day Fiance? Is that maybe who was talking about? I wonder how much Here for the Tea is gaslighting Lush at their friend. I mean, good question, Jennifer. Good question. Davey said it more than 3 times, and now you summon that wretched. Uh-oh. What? Is Here for the Tea in here? Hey, Paige, how are you? I'm listening while I'm doing my hair. Awesome. Are you going live on Twitch tonight? Is that why you're doing your hair? Work the hair, Miss Voice a Reason Page. Eating some fried rice I made. Yum. Delicious. I paid $5 and I'm loving the podcast. Edwin Generation. I don't know who Edwin Generation is. But yeah, Paige even said that in the podcast and she said it on Twitter too, because I put that in my video, that if Luscious would just focus on, the makeup and doing drag looks and teaching people how to do drag looks, like he would be extremely successful in doing that. But now that Luscious is all just focusing on the drama, it's going to end up hurting in the long run, because those videos, they will be downloaded. Those videos will be around forever. So if, Luscious starts to get brand deals from people and they're like, how can you support this person? Look at what they did to all these people. I mean, and it works all like back and forth. Like I know that Nick lost a brand deal because somebody was in contact with somebody who is potentially going to be working with him. Like, how could you support this person? So, I mean, it works, both ways, but like Luscious would be extremely successful, I feel like, in the makeup community if she put the effort into it. And then I saw Luscious and Paige going back and forth a little bit on Twitter, where he said something about like who called for you or whatever. And like, as soon as I read that, like, I was like, was like, Luscious, you literally called Paige out by name, saying that she assassinates people's characters for a living 3 to 5 times a day. So you were the one who called for her as soon as you put that tweet out with her name in it. And I am still so confused on where this whole notion of people are putting out 3 to 5 videos a day attacking the same person. The only person that I have ever seen maybe put out more than 2 videos a day is Rich. And a lot of those videos, especially if he's putting out more than 1 video a day about the same person, it's just like repeating the same content. That's the best $5 I've ever spent. Hey guys, I'm here after eating some chicken tenders and mac and cheese. Ooh, hey Caitlin. Excuse me. Look, nobody will sit here and say Rich is perfect, but Lush is setting herself up when she said she doesn't want negativity in your life and doesn't associate with drama channels. Exactly, Coco, and that's what I said in my video too. Can I DM you Rich's video link on Instagram? Yeah, sure, Abby. I don't understand why people hate here for the tea obsessively. It's weird. There's like a big history of vlogging. Yeah, there's a big history about it. But also, I mean, you could turn around and put that same energy on here for the tea with Jeffree Star. I mean, it was like years that she hounded him relentlessly, even for things that weren't necessarily 100% true. But why does Luscious need to focus on makeup? Other people have made entire channels focusing around the drama. The issue with Luscious and the drama is that Luscious literally stated, I don't want to do drama videos because of their negative, and I don't want that negativity. So to turn around and then do drama videos, you're literally saying that you're doing exactly what you didn't want to do because of the negativity. That's why everybody is like, okay, why are you doing drama videos when you said you didn't want to do drama videos? Plastic Tiara is literally going on the road. Bitch putting in... Wait, what? So many other queens has a weekly show. What Luscious doing is running her mouth. Lush could have a completely Instagram influencer show, and maybe it could have also... yeah, I mean, she could have. I mean, who knows if she even applied for it. Hey, Shanoa. I wouldn't call it weird if it was earned. At this point, it's only Luscious' ego and pride. I don't think Luscious has a place to call anyone out. Oh, I will throw hands for page 100. What Paige said in the podcast, I've been telling the boys, if you block and ignore, they don't have shit. And it shows the type of person they are, hateful. I mean, yeah, and then if you block and ignore and they continue to attack, then it just, it shows their true character. Because Lush made a point saying she didn't want to... Okay, yep. Lush is very talented. I think she was very hurt by Nick insinuated she'd have COVID. But everybody always says that Nick was insinuating that she didn't have COVID. But even in my video, like, they tweet... like they were tweeting out about, like, did this, an influencer's lying about having COVID. There was Lars who was licking toilets. What's his name? Cole Kerrigan was lying about having COVID. There was somebody else who was lying about it for attention. So that was all happening around the same time. So everybody is just instantly insinuating that it is Luscious, but there's no proof because they just said an influencer and all of them were happening at the same time. If Luscious wants to call out creators, why should I call out Sanders for lying about the police investigation? Exactly, Josephine, exactly. I mean, I think that is a way, way bigger issue that could have legal ramifications than what she's fighting about. Hey, Smudge. Karina Kaboom did put up a video more than one a day, but I stopped watching her. Okay. My thing is, though, like, we just had Pride Month and she spent the entire of the last month doing her community and doing nothing for her community, dragging people online. I'm confused. She has so much talent. Exactly, Paige. Exactly. It appears Rich is doing very well. Maybe jealousy is in play here with Luscious. That could be. Luscious talented, but to use her own words, where are the gigs? Well, I mean, I don't think anybody can really do gigs right now because I don't think a lot of bars are open. Nick wasn't tweeting that about Luscious. He was talking about two other creators who have been licking toilet seats and went on playing. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Productive. Lush has all the hots for Nick, and that's what it's all about. Oh no. I like Lush's vibe before. The vibe now is sad. I think Lush is talented. She wouldn't do this drama if it had not come out, or if it had not come out how awful Shane is. Luscious was the only one who took it that Nick's tweet was about her. It seems to think everything is about her and nothing to do with her. Yeah, I mean, there was multiple people who were, basically lying about it for attention. So you can't assume that it's about one person. Is Lush even really considered an influencer? I mean, I would. She has a very decent following on Instagram and YouTube. I mean, she's at like almost 70,000 on YouTube. So she could have turned out some amazing Pride looks. 100% agree, Paige. 100% agree. He said he was going. Sorry, he said he was going to be not. He said he was going to not be as negative as he was either being. Okay. I think Lush to be that way because they had recent beef, but also, is it okay for Nick to speculate on anybody's COVID status? I mean, if somebody is doing it for, or if somebody's lying about it and doing it for attention, I think it definitely should be called out for sure. I mean, we know that Lars and Cole have a history of lying to get attention. So honestly, I think it was nice of Nick to donate to the live. Honestly, didn't think it was being shady either. I don't see what sparked the drama. She'd give me money. I don't care what anyone says. Exactly. And everyone was like, I was in that live when it happened. And the comments were, oh my God, that's so shady. Nick, you're an asshole. How could you do this? Oh my God, Nick, you're a terrible person. And other people were saying, oh, Nick, that was so nice of you. You didn't have to do that. That's, it shows that you actually care that she's okay. Like that was, thank you for being a bigger person. She needs help right now. So, I mean, it was split 50-50. And I saw one of the moderators who said that they were going to delete his comment about the super chat. And it's like, okay, like she literally said in that live stream that she had no place to go. And so people were donating money. She was putting her Venmo, she was putting her Cash App, saying like, if you can donate to help me go somewhere, like that would be awesome. And so Nick did. There were plenty of other people in that live stream who didn't give $1. So to turn around and call somebody out for actually donating, I think is gross 100%. I mean, if Nick did it in a shady intention, that's on him and that's what he has to live with. But also he did give the money when she was in need. But the only person who's going to know the true intentions behind it was Nick. So when people started saying the COVID tweet was about Luscious, and it wasn't, why didn't Nick clarify? I've seen him clarify tweets before, and why not then? Both are wrong. I thought that he did say like something along the lines like, I'm not saying like one specific person is lying about having COVID or something. I'll have to go back and look at my screenshots, but I swear I saw him say like, I'm not saying that it's a specific person. Let's keep the same energy. If Lush is so bothered by what Nick, Dustin, etc., and saying she can block and ignore them, 100%. Yeah, she can block and ignore them too. Plenty of queens are doing online shows. They're about to they do drive-up shows. If the room to work is there, she could totally do makeup looks instead of repeating the same stuff. That's true, Coco. Exactly. I see nothing wrong with questioning a person who has shown themselves to be a liar. The comment was shady, though. LOL. I know Stark when I see it. He did. Okay, thank you, Paige. Yeah, I thought he said something about clarifying it. But yeah, I'd have to go back and like double check everything. But I was pretty sure he put something out there. Nick donated to the live. Lester wasn't shady. His comment to her said looked like she needed it. No, was shady. I mean, come on. I mean, it's how you take it. I mean, if somebody is in help, like, you know, and you go and let's say you donate to a homeless person on the street and, you know, you're like, hey, it looks like you need this, you know, here's $20. Like, are you being shady to that homeless person because they're out on the street asking for money? I don't think so. But I mean, the thing is, it's all in tone. And with the internet, the one thing that you can't hear is somebody's tone when they're typing something out. So that's like one of the big things. Like, it comes down to the tone of the act of like how you're saying it to somebody. So I barely made it because I've been cooking supper. Hey, Shanley. Lars Cole pretty much made their come up on shaming other influencers' mental health. I thought she looked sick and helpless and didn't come off as shade. I just made potato soup with lots of cheese. Ooh, yummy. Rich gives her $90. Yeah, I mean, Rich, when he goes into a live stream and like does a super chat, like he came in here one night and gave me $99, and I was like, oh, hi, Rich, thank you. Like, he's very generous to people like in the super chat. So for Luscious then to put out like, oh, you can, you know, take the Rich Lux route and, you know, ignore me on Twitter and then super chat me, like, I mean, Rich goes in and he super chats lots of people. So I don't think that going and saying, oh, well, Rich super chats me behind your back basically is like any kind of shade, because Rich has come in here and given me a super chat too. So oh, payday is far away. Cheers. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Rain. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the chat here. Exactly. I mean, the whole live is asking for money. Nick donated. What's the problem? So what if so what if somebody interpreted it as shady? He was helping. Plus, she said she had nowhere to go. Looks like she needed it to me. Lars makes me sick. Remember that girl that licked the toilet first, and then he copied her? I mean, he copies everybody. I have no idea what's going on. I've been on vacation and Twitter vacation as well. Shanoa, trust me, stay away. Twitter made me drink today. He posted a comment before Luscious announced that he had COVID. Exactly, yeah. And I've been away at the cabin and camping is so wonderful. Oh, that's awesome, Shanoa. Maybe Luscious is mad he didn't give him hundreds. I don't know. I think it's weird. Like, how are you this stuck? I agree. If it didn't say this tweet isn't about Luscious, I'm not taking it as clarifying. She was in the hospital. She did, in fact, look like she needed it. How many stands donated? Nick did more than people saying it was shady. People say it was shady, in my honest opinion. Oh, what is this? What is this text message? Oh, okay. I got a coupon from Bed Bath & Beyond. Watch out. I'm going to go get me some Tupperware. It's all about interpretation, honestly. I don't think it's as he mentioned as shade. Oops. Oh, where am I at? Oh no, I hate it when the chat runs around or jumps around. No, you can't hear tone, but especially, but if you already don't have a good relationship with somebody and you say you look like you need money, how else can that be taken? I mean, it can be taken however you want it to be. I mean, Luscious was literally there asking for money. So if you're asking for money, you can turn around and say, well, it looks like you need it. Here you go. So I don't know. I mean, it's on each of them to, you know, take it however they want, and it's on you to take it however you want. If you think it's shady, you know, and you don't want to support Nick of it, then, you know, that's your right. That's your decision. If you don't think it's shady and you want to support Nick because of it, then that's your decision. I mean, everybody has the right to make their own decisions and interpret everything how they want to interpret things. Nick's the kind of being able to make you wonder if it's shade or genuine. I agree. Nick's money is good as anybody else's. Nick should ignore Luscious going forward. Nothing he does will be received by Luscious. Yeah, that's true. I mean, he could probably, you know, go and buy her a house and say, well, here's a house because it looks like you need it. And people would be like, well, that's extremely rude. Like, why would you do that? Like, I think he said that if he were being shady, he would have donated $1.99 and made a real shady comment. Yes, Pixie, he did say that in the podcast. Hey, Chloe. Tone is super important. I can say, I like your haircut. I like your haircut, but do I? Oh, Kate. I know it looks a little like messy right now. I literally just showered and it's all just like frizzy and over the place. One of these days, I'll start to actually do my hair again. I've just been super lazy. Imagine walking past a homeless person and tossing $20 at them, say, here, looks like you need it. I mean, but if you walk past a homeless person and throw money at them and it says, looks like you need it, then that would come off as rude. If you walk up to the homeless person and hand them $20 and say, oh, I'm sorry, it looks like you need it. Here's $20. I mean, it's the exact same thing, but it's all in actions. Yeah, if you literally walk past a homeless person and throw $20 at them and say, looks like you need it, that comes off as rude and shady. If you walk over and like hand it to them nicely and say, here, it looks like you need this, and you hand it to them, that isn't shady, but it's the exact same words, but it all comes from context and tone. I was being nice. I think people wanted to, or he was being nice. I think some people wanted people to, somebody wanted to yell at. If Rich, Nick, or Paige were what people say about them, they wouldn't super chat smaller channels or help smaller channels grow. I completely agree, vegan. Let's see here. I jumped to the bottom. Let's see here. What people don't know is that Nick has moved out of his apartment. What people don't know is that Nick has moved out of his apartment, but had already paid the lease and was actually thinking about letting Luscious stay there. So Luscious didn't have to contaminate her family. Legit, he asked us if it would be considering subletting, but people never see good. Oh, Paige, yeah. See, I didn't even know that. So, yeah, I mean, there's a huge good deed right there. But I mean, people never want to see the nice side. But I guess too, did he ever put that out there? I don't remember seeing anything about that. But it's all because of jealousy. I hate when somebody is consumed by that. Anything done by those they have hate tainted that nothing is taken with a positive light. Just that, yeah, I can definitely see that. I want to make it clear that I was just asking why Here for the Tea was so hated. I'm not trying to defend her. Sorry if it came out that way, dude. No, vlogging, you're fine. I mean, like, people have their reasons. There's like a big history of all the channels, all the issues. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know much about it because I wasn't around for most of all that. I mean, people like Paige, Nick, Dustin, Rich, Cookie and Peter, all those like older channels they know more about the details about it. I got free cover girl from CVS yesterday. Oh, that's awesome. But if you hand $20 to the homeless person says, look, hey, you need it, you might not be shady. If you say something empathetic, it's not shade. Just joining in. I understand what's going on, but how much did Nick give? Hey, Victoria, $19.99. I used to give a homeless person a cup of coffee every morning on the way to work. One day I gave him a venti because you look like you need it. That break is over. Thanks. All right, Kelly, have a great day. What of all the things that he could have said? It's known they don't like each other much. They don't like each other. It came off as snarky to me. I was there. I just saw how it looked. She asked for money and they were helping her. She turns around and talks about them. Yeah. Right. You're absolutely right. Some people want to get butthurt about something. I love getting free makeup, even if I don't need it anymore. There's a $3 CTR printing out for everyone. And Wet n Wild is on sale, BOGO 50, and they're having items at $199, making them both free. Oh, well, that's awesome, Caitlin. Thanks for sharing so everybody can know. I do like it, Bruce, but you can tell, or you can't tell that because you can interpret tone by type. Exactly. Oop. No, he was never asking us. No, he was asking all of us if breaking his or if it would be breaking his agreement. So I know it wasn't from mean place, but people don't see this side of him. Sucks. Okay. Well, and I mean, he also chooses not to show that side of him too. So, I mean, it sucks that, he was off, thinking about that good deed, but it, didn't happen. I think we should stop focusing about someone donating online and go and help someone. Imagine if we all applied our energy to something good. That's a good point, Amber. I definitely think Nick has a kind soul. Oh, I almost read that. I think Nick has kind of a soul. I mean, we know that it's there somewhere. We just got to melt his cold heart first. Is the real Petty Page in this chat? Love her. Yes, she is, Lori. Yes, she is. Funny how that was never mentioned. Paige, I wish that would have been shared because all of us see is the bad because all they do is fight on Twitter. Yeah. That does sound like Nick, but people don't want to see that side of Nick. Nick is amazing. Nick isn't the type to share his good deeds either. He doesn't need to either. Yeah, and I mean, like, everyone too, as soon as you do something good and nice and you post online and you're like the villain, as a lot of people like to say Nick is, you turn around and do something nice and post online and people are like, oh, well, you're just trying to do that to, boost up your self-image so people like you. Same thing with when Jeffree Star was donating people money during all last month during, like, with the hashtag was it Jeffree Star Cosmetics or whatever? I don't remember whatever hashtag he was using, but he was donating to people. He's like, I want to help out as many people as I can. Tweet at me with this hashtag so I see it. And then people were turning around and saying, oh, well, you're just doing that to try to make yourself look better because people are calling you out. Which, I mean, could it have been? Absolutely, yes. But at the same time, he was still helping people. What happened to Cook? Marilyn, he apparently came back this year and he has a new line launching. So 2020, I'm telling you. Should know exactly. He seems to care about a lot of people, but everyone wants to ruin him. No, that conversation took place behind the scenes. It was something he wanted to do behind the scenes to help Luscious, but that went down the drain by Luscious' reaction. Okay. People love Mob, especially when there is a leader shouting from a soapbox. I agree. Like Luscious, Nick, Dustin. Nick is honest, and when he's being shady and will own it. So if he says something shady, I will believe him. Yeah, I mean, Nick is, he usually is like the first person to be like, yeah, I was talking shit. What? Like, bring it on. What are you going to do about it? So I feel like if he meant it in a terrible place, like, why? I mean, I feel like he would be the type of person that would turn around and be like, yeah, I said it. What? Who cares? It looks like you need it. Like, I feel like, he's the type of person that'd be like, I don't care. I said it. Did Lush and Rich's relationship bomb when he had the operation Dustin stepped in? I don't know the exact time. But I mean, it was around, what did Nick say, 2 years ago or something? But Nick said that he was hanging around both of them and tweeting at both of them. So, I don't know. He said that he liked their vibe together and stuff. So he wasn't trying to break up their friendship. Nick is a good man. You can tell by the loyalty of his friends. I need this stuff. I'm old. Smudge, text me some links, please. Oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about. So was this to Lush? So was this told to Lush about letting him stay in his apartment? Or was it only discussed between friends, talking amongst friends, and talking to the person produces different results? Myra, I do not know. Or Mayra. That would be a question for Paige if she wants to answer that in the chat. Ooh, oh no. Oh, stupid chat. I wouldn't have offered him my apartment after he flipped out about the donation. Absolutely not. Let's pretty much ruin that opportunity before Nick could even offer. Nick is a Pop-Tart sweetheart. I don't know what that means. Go to Matt, even use code that helps Nick thaw his heart. No, if Lush really felt away when Nick goes live, why not give it back to him? If you like and not be friends, I'm not talking to anything from you, period. Or I'm not taking anything from you, period. Yep. And I know Nick did tweet out, if you have that big of a problem with the $20, then send it back. And I'm just trying to help Nick out. Why does it matter? Motive if somebody is donating money to people in need. No act of kindness is truly selfless. And I will continue to support him. They need to just sit down and speak their grievances in this, because I've been watching these guys for 4 years or so, and I feel, and I hate feeling like they have to, or you have to pick sides. I mean, you don't have to pick sides. Like what I would do is just like, say you put on a Nick video and he's talking about Luscious, click off and wait for the next video. You put on a Luscious video and he's talking about Nick, click off and wait for the next video. Both Nick and Dustin have done so much behind the scenes to help people, but they never talk about it because they don't need to share that. They help because they want to help. Mm-hmm. I don't think there'll ever be a resolution as long as Luscious continue bringing Nick, Dustin, and Paige into our drama. Excuse me. They can split from between. Okay. Have a great day. Stay safe, everyone. Oh, bye, Lori. Have a great day. Oh my god. Oh, the stupid chat. Oh, I was at the bottom. Myra, it sounds like Lush talked ill of Nick before he could really even offer. Okay. Raphael, you're so right. People shouldn't have to mention every good deed they do, especially to try to please an angry mob. Exactly. And as soon as you do post those, good positive things, like I said, people are like, oh, well, you're just trying to make yourself look better to get yourself out of drama. What are we talking about? We're talking about still like the Luscious Nick live stream chat donation situation, podcast drama, Dustin Daily, Petty Page, Rich, all that. A whole mess. I don't think that'll happen. Dustin has repeatedly tried and Lush won't answer. When they were in Cali, Lush didn't even call Rich on his birthday. Don't pick. Watch whoever you want. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to pick. I mean, that's on you. Like, watch whoever you want. I mean, it's up to you. So, but yeah, I mean, Dustin did show a screenshot of the DM where he sent Luscious a message and said, hey, like, is there any way that we can resolve this and go forward? And as of this moment, I haven't seen Luscious respond. Paige said in the podcast that she reached out to Luscious, I believe, in November, I think is what Paige said. November or something. It was sometime like late last year, early this year, sometime between November and January. I think she said November, but don't quote me. I'm not 100% sure. But she reached out to Luscious, and Luscious never responded. So he can't sabotage something he never knew was happening. Well, I mean, if you turn around and instantly start talking crap about somebody who just did something to you or for you, not to you, sent you money, and turn around and started saying like, oh, this person's an evil person, this person is a snake, this person's a terrible person, why would that person then turn around and then continue to help you with even something bigger? So I believe that you can sabotage something that you didn't know was even there. It'd be like turning around and saying, let's just say some new makeup artist, up and coming, was like, you know what, I absolutely hate Jaclyn Hill. I will never support Jaclyn Hill. Jaclyn Hill is trash. Jaclyn Hill's a liar. I can't believe that Morphe would even ever partner with Jaclyn Hill and produce her products. Like, she's a terrible person, so on and so forth. And then all of a sudden this person blows up, okay? And this, and they get huge, big, and then Morphe decides, hey, you know what? This person is, a huge person with a huge influence. Let's go ahead and do a collab with them. And then somebody sends Morphe that video of them trashing Jaclyn Hill, somebody who completely helped build their brand. Let's be honest, she did. People could say that Jeffrey did, but no, Jaclyn was the one who really was pushing Morphe from the start. Well, Jaclyn still has connections with Morphe. So why would Morphe then want to work with this person and be like, hey, this person has been trashing basically our company for working with Jacqueline, who helped build us. Why would we ever want to work with them? So even though that person had no idea that that was coming in the future, they ruined something before it could even happen. That's my thought. That's my thought for that. You know, just my little. Sorry, Jacqueline. Didn't mean to put you on the. Ooh, geez, didn't mean to put you on the spot there. Paige tried to send him a DM in January, never responded. Okay, thank you. If you're going to offer your apartment to somebody, but who don't even flip out on you to drama, would you still do that? No. I thought she said she reached out in January. Okay, I knew it was like somewhere like November to January. I couldn't remember. But I know that she said that she had reached out. Lush knows talking about them brings in the views. She's got to pay the rent. Ooh, oh. Bye, Shanoa. Oh, I hate how this chat will jump around. Oh, wait, that's Lori. Where was I at? Okay, there we go. I thought she would reach on January. Coco. I did not know that he's tried to reach out. Lash attention. I would not. Pay the rent. There we go. I just want to say about Lush in her first video, like, okay, points are made, but you could have moved forward positively instead of focusing, and hasn't. Yes. Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to call them out in a video or two, and move on and be like, I'm done talking about these girls. These girls are trash. That's exactly what Lush could have said. But, you know, she chooses to make video after video, live after live. Lush is getting too much attention right now. He's not going to stop. If you're a logical thinking person, you would never offer your home like that. Not even to Mother Teresa. Ask someone who wants to help, act up, sabotage you something knowingly or not. I mean, I've let friends who had no place to go move in with me multiple times, like 100%. Like I know, and I know you're gonna say, well, they weren't friends, but did I have to offer up my house to them for a place to live? No, 100%. I did not, but I chose to do so. So, I mean, I feel like, you know, there's people out there who will, even if it's somebody that they're not friends with, be like, hey, I know that you were good friends with my friend and you're on hard times. I'm moving. You know, you can stay at my place for the next month until, you know, the lease is up, and then hopefully you have someplace to go or something. Most people don't know what happens on Twitter. It's hard to keep up with. Yeah, I mean, there's so much that's always happening on Twitter. I wish I could have heard Nick and Dustin's podcast. Tracy, well, maybe they'll have like a special or something on the Patreon at some point or something, and then you can like binge watch all of them. I can't even keep up. It's a lot of negativity. I don't try anymore. Now someone will grab a screen party view, and Jacqueline will be coming for you. I mean, they can screen grab that all they want, but we all know that it was on a hypothesis about what happened or what could happen in the future. So yeah, I mean, it's a quick little like Bruce coming for Jacqueline Hill for 2 minutes straight rant, I guess. But yeah, like if you attack somebody or attack a brand, it can ruin future possible relationships with brands and people. I mean, that's just the way that it works, unfortunately. Like you put that negativity out there and that it's going to stay. So I don't know, was like that whole theory of mine that I just spit out like completely out of context, or does it make sense, or do you guys think that it's true? Like if somebody literally went on the internet and bashed Jacqueline for, you know, video after video, and Morphe decided like let's work with them, and then they got sent that video, I don't think that they would. And I don't have one. Everyone's profiles are public, so I just hop around when I want. I love Luscious and Nick too. I wish they'd work it out. They're both good people. I hate seeing them hurt. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, Luscious is a bad person. I'm not saying Nick's a bad person. Unfortunately, they are just in an argument. And who knows, you know, 2, 3, 5, 10 years from now, they might all be friends again. I said it before, Twitter is an absolute cesspool, but I'm nosy, so here I am. That's what gets me. Lush could be doing makeup while talking about products coming out in the industry, show her talents. It would definitely help her get more reach with makeup brands. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, she's friends with Manny, so I would assume, I mean, I don't know for sure, but I would assume that she gets Lunar Beauty's PR. So, I mean, she could always have like one of the first videos up, like reviewing Manny's new products. So, I mean, you know, that could definitely help her channel grow and stuff, but I don't know. I mean, she could be doing that. I don't know. I haven't went back and like watched all of her videos for like product launches and stuff, but I don't know. I think you put in the I don't know what I was gonna say. That's why I don't have Twitter. It seems absolute brutal. Beauty by Bruce canceled before it starts. Oh no, Kate, no, you just ruined my entire 2021 plans. Absolutely, Jennifer. She has so much support. We're all ready for the new looks, the gigs. And here we're not getting that. Mm-hmm. It's definitely for everyone, even Nick. I don't blame him for not going, though they're through with the offer. I surely wouldn't risk it, especially after such an ungrateful situation over a simple donation. Mm-hmm. I think a pandemic and a brand deal is highly different. I love your thought, Bruce. I appreciate your point of view. Well, no, I'm not comparing it to, you know, the whole COVID thing. Let's just say that Luscious, you know, needed a place to stay. Let's say Luscious was getting evicted and, you know, Nick donated the money to help her find a new place to live. And then you say, hey, you know, and then, you know, she starts talking crap about him. It's the same thing. Like, why would you turn around and help somebody even more after you just gave them money, whether you think it's shady or not? Why would you turn around and help them after they attack you? Like, take the whole COVID thing out of it. That, you know, that's not even a factor. The factor is that people are saying that, I almost said Shane. People are saying that Nick was being shady by giving Luscious money. Take the whole COVID thing out of it because that has nothing to do with it. And Luscious has no place to go. She's been evicted from her house. Where is she supposed to go? Here's money. I'm helping you try to find a place to go. And then everyone starts attacking Nick because of that. Why would he then turn around and try to help this person even more? I'm trying to stay off Twitter, but I keep going back. I wish Rich and Lush would make up. Their videos together were some of my favorites. I felt their breakup. Well, I mean, and Lush just said that he didn't want to do the videos, like drama videos with Rich, because he didn't want the negativity. So that's, again, like the whole thing why people are calling Luscious out about the videos. Yeah, I think a lot of people do, but I don't know. So much has happened. I don't know if they could go back. I mean, you never know. I gotta go. Bye, Raphael. For someone who isn't about the drama, she starts a lot. You're right. She should have focused on her talents. Yes, I've always lived for Rich and Lush's videos. Yeah, I mean, their videos together were like really funny. Like, don't get me wrong. That's how I found out about Luscious, was from Rich's videos. And so, you know, then I subscribed to Luscious and to go like watch her videos, and all that. And then, you know, she said that she didn't want to do the drama videos anymore. So, you know, like I watched a few, and then after a while, like, you know, you just move on from people, then you go back, you move on, go back. And then, you know, all this drama, it's just like, whatever. Luscious doesn't seem to be the type of friend. Luscious doesn't seem to be the type of friend you want around. I don't know. I mean, I think that she seems like a very fun and funny person. Thumbs up to live. Thank you, vegan. Rich and Lush had such a good dynamic, but even one of Lush's friends did a video about their friendships, and it wasn't good luck for Luscious. But I have no idea if it's still out. I haven't seen that video, Coco, so I'm not sure what that video is. But but Lush was really ever a good friend to Rich. She kept a lot of receipts for years on her friend. Well, which then Luscious accused Rich of doing in that video from the car video, where she's saying that Rich is keeping videos and voice memos and screen recordings and recording FaceTime calls and stuff on Rich, but then she has all these receipts, or on Rich is doing that to Jeffrey, allegedly, and then she has all these receipts on Rich at the same time. So she's calling him out for something that she was doing herself. So I'm just like, Lush seems kind of like a selfish person to me. I never saw it. It was Luna who made it. Okay, I will have to go. Wait, Luna. I don't know. I saw a video from somebody back when all of this drama came out the first time last year, talking about their friendship with Luscious. I don't remember who it was, but it was some guy who was in the drag community, and then I believe he says he's bisexual, but he ended up like marrying a woman, but was still doing drag. But then, like, I don't know, there was like some falling out between him and Luscious, I think, unless I'm just like completely losing my mind. If anybody has seen that video, he's married to a woman. Okay, yeah, so then I did see that video. Okay, yes, that's Luna. Okay. Oh, we're on the same page, and I'm not losing my mind. I'm like, I didn't just like dream this entire story up, did I? Yeah, so I mean, they had a falling out. Apparently, there's a lot of negativity, stuff like that. So it could still be out there. I don't know. I mean, you'd have to search for it. And if it's not out there, I'm assuming, since it was big drama at the time between Luscious and Rich, and then they put out that video, I'm sure somebody has a copy of it. But I mean, I wouldn't even know how to search for it anymore. I don't know what Luna's channel name was or any of that. So yes, Luna's with a woman. They had their own couples channel for a minute, I think. Okay. Yes, but selfish and bitter. And I believe she's gotten jealousy of the Hank and Henry collab Rich got. If you're a true friend, you're happy for them. Well, and somebody said, I don't remember if it was in my, when did I put out this video? I put out this video on Sunday. I don't know if somebody said it in my Twitch yesterday, or if I saw it on Twitter in a tweet or what, but didn't like Luscious have a collab come out at the same time and something? So people were saying that there was like jealousy over Rich's collab was getting more attention or something. Like, is that a thing? Did that happen? Or is this another thing that I'm just losing my mind over? Sometimes I don't even know what's real anymore. I know that Paige thinks we're living in a simulation because everything is cakes. You just take a knife and everything you cut open turns into a cake. I think Luscious and Rich started falling out when Luscious and Manny became friends. Well, I know around the same time, that was when Rich was putting out those cryptic tweets about like being stabbed in the back or something. And that's when everyone was thinking that they were about Luscious. But then I think Rich put out a clarifying tweet saying, no, these are not about Luscious. But again, people are always going to believe what they want to believe. Also, didn't Rich mention Luscious got some kind of product or collab and didn't tell Rich? Does anybody know what it was? I feel like I heard that too. We're on the same wavelength. It's not cake, it's magic knives. Well, I need a magic knife then that does that. Yeah, like there was something, I heard something about Luscious getting some kind of like brand deal or having some kind of product come out or something. But I don't remember ever hearing or seeing about it. So does anybody know about that? Hey, Bonnie. It was a lipstick. Okay, Maritza, was it a lipstick collab with Hank and Henry, or was it a lipstick collab with another brand? And did it ever come out? Let me know in the chat. I'm gonna go refill my water and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. It was May 2019 of Lit Cosmetics. Okay, now, I also remember too, just popped in my head, didn't Luscious have some kind of glitter collab come out or something that he was doing at DragCon? Because I think that was another thing too. So like, I don't know, did like Rich ever talk about this collab with Lit Cosmetics with Luscious? I mean, was he upset that maybe Rich didn't talk about it so it didn't get more attention? Wasn't it someone that Rich was in talks with? A smudge that I don't know. Which, like, good for Lush, but I don't even remember her mentioning it. I watched almost every single video. Does anybody remember the video Lush doing Rich's makeup? And Lush said she had Creme Shop affiliate code, and Rich looked stunned that Lush didn't tell him. Marilyn, I did not know. She sold it at DragCon. Okay, I guess it sounds familiar. I don't know. That stood out for me at the time. It was about the time things started falling apart. Well, yeah, like why would you not tell your friends to about your affiliate code for something? Like if Rich doesn't have an affiliate code and he like reviews something for the Creme Shop, then he could be like, hey, I don't have a code, but my friend Luscious does, so make sure you go use her code to save you some money. I mean, friends support friends, so if you don't tell them about something, they can't support it. Rich also had the setting spray collab with Drag Cosmetics. Yes, Brie, and that is still out. I think it was another brand. I don't know. Or I didn't do Wall according to Elle. She said it was just a few units, not a big deal. Oh, I remember. Now that you mentioned that, Jennifer, Rich whipped around, and I was like, what? Marilyn, do you remember what video that was in? I'll have to go check that out. Oh, goodness, the whole DragCon thing was awkward. That was the lipstick with Lit Cosmetics. He sold his DragCon booth. Oh, okay. I thought there was some kind of glitter thing, but maybe that was just the advertisement. Hey, D. No, Lush didn't tell Rich until after the product came out. Why wouldn't you, I mean, obviously, unless you're contractually obligated to not talk about it, why wouldn't you tell your friends about it? And they lived together at the time. I can understand telling your friend, like, Rich, I had a collab to get it out there, but sometimes why should he have to tell him unless it was jealousy? I mean, I think you would tell your friends, so they could be happy for you and want to support you. Exactly. Why not? Why not tell your friends so you can shout out and congratulate you on your endeavors? Exactly. I haven't had a BFF in years, so I forget what it's like to tell somebody everything besides my husband. Well, Holly, your husband is your BFF. September 2019, Lush tweeted, collabs are coming. I don't know any. I don't see anything else. Okay. I bet I can find it. It was a drag look they did for video, unless it's deleted. Was it on Rich's channel or was it on Lush's channel? Uh, who knows what the contract Lush may have had and couldn't tell people anything. Yeah, I mean, unless you're contractually obligated not to tell people about something, I can understand. But I mean, as soon as it comes out, first thing that you're going to want to do, obviously, I would want to, I would message my friends or like call them first, and then put out a tweet saying, "Hey, my new collab is here. Make sure you go check it out." So then that way, they're like, "Oh, that's awesome," and then they see your tweet afterwards. But I don't know. I mean, that's just how my thinking works. Not everybody's is the same way. It's no big deal. People can think however they want. I can see Rich being more stunned. Maybe Rich thought they were better friends than they were. Yeah, because I mean, you keep something like that from your friend. I mean, if it's an affiliate code type thing, like, obviously that you want to, put out there because everybody, can be using that code. So that's not something that you can't talk about. But I mean, obviously like a product launch, that's probably something that, you can't tell somebody about something until a certain day. Rich's channel. Okay, I'll have to go check it out. They were friends for 10 years. Rich looked up to Lush. There was a whole story. Okay. Why are you still talking about them? I've come and gone 4 times. We're still talking about the same people. I mean, it's a lot to talk about. Hey, it's a lot to talk about. I mean, but we're going to do it in one live stream and not 40. If you want, I will condense for the chat. Okay, sure. And what are you condensing? I'm confused. If the brain collab is one thing, I believe Rich addressing that once, and it was some kind of backstabbing thing. Okay. I have no idea. I wasn't like paying attention too much back then. I just saw things like here and there. Also, hi. Hello, Irish. How are you? Hey, if you can keep going, so can we. We're going over points here. Yeah, I mean, we're like breaking down like the whole, like basically like timeline of like what happened versus just, attacking and, going from there. Get to the bottom of that creme shop thing. It's bugged me for a year or so. Marilyn, I will look into that. I will go back and I'll watch that video and I will find out what was going on. Condensing the story of how Rich and Lush became friends. Oh, okay. Being controversial as always. Oh, of course you are, Irish. I envy the memory you guys have. It's impressive. I lack those skills. I mean, I have a very, very good, talented skill of remembering things that absolutely nobody needs to know. There's no reason. Like, I can repeat a conversation that me and a friend had from 7 years ago where I was like, no, this is why you were wrong because you said exactly this. Or you did this on this day when you were supposed to do this. But if you ask me like normal history questions, I will come up with a blank. Okay, Mom wants me to go. Got to call her. Mom wants me to call her. All right, Jennifer, have a good night. We could talk about problems with Robbie D. Christie, Pure collab. I think Pure underestimated your popularity. Oh, Brie, 100%. 100%. They underestimated it. I'll link Rich's video if I can. Okay, all right, Irish, that's awesome. Or you can, if you want to send me it on Twitter or Instagram or wherever, you can do that too. Hypothetically, maybe Rich was supposed to be getting an affiliate with the code. It was done. Lush put his out first on Rich's channel. Allegedly, my opinion, my conspiracy. Oh, that could be it too, Kate. That could be it too. Does Rich have a creme shop code? Does anybody know? Imagine thinking Christie couldn't shut down the site, right? I know. I'm impressed that Rich must have felt that he was helping Lush get her name out, and then she went off on him and off on her own, didn't credit him. Well, yeah, and I mean, you can go back and you can look at Social Blade stats, and you can see when they started doing videos together, and you can see the increase in subscribers and views. Even if it's something, even movies, I forget quicker than I watch it. I hate being that way so bad. Hey, third time. I felt bad for Christy having to apologize for the website issues. I did too. Like, she shouldn't have to apologize. The company should have stepped up right away and said, we are trying to figure out what's going on with this, you guys. We are so sorry. Obviously, you know, Christy wanted to put out a statement because, you know, she clearly cares about her fans and her subscribers. So she wants her voice out there too. But I mean, I think the brand should have stepped up right away as soon as they were experiencing issues. What about the conspiracy that bigger companies are trying to basically sabotage Raw Beauty Christy launch? Yes, yeah, and I said that too about there was a when that I did that as a conspiracy with the conspiracy palette launch too, that people could have been DDoSing the website. Hey Nora, that could be because both would get things in the mail. Maybe he does have a code. No idea. Never heard. Creme Shop. Marilyn, there's a video 7 years ago. Rich is the only one who pushed Luscious to get her own channel. I think Luscious is upset because Rich is doing much better. Luscious said in one of her videos, I'm one of the people who likes do things on my own time. I don't like being pushed. I visited the Pier website a couple of days before launch, and it wasn't working very well. Very slow, and errors on several links. Yeah, I think. I mean, I don't know. First of all, you know, has Pier Cosmetics ever? Sorry, I'm just adjusting my seating position here. Has Pier Cosmetics ever done a influencer collab before? Does anybody know? That's my first question. If Pier Cosmetics has ever done an influencer collab before. And can we talk about Rich, first of all, saying Pier Cosmetics as purr in his video? I heard that and I was like, wait, did you say purr like a cat? I was like dying. I love watching your videos. You tell it how it is with common sense, which a lot of people don't have. Oh, well, thanks, Raylene. So I'm not 100% sure if Pure Cosmetics has done an influencer collab in the past. I heard they have a kitty version as well. So if they have not done an influencer collab in the past, then I feel like they don't understand how much of a pull these influencers really have. So, to have somebody like Raw Beauty Christy, who people would turn around and be like, oh well, she only has 1 million subscribers. She's not James Charles. She's not. Does Barbie count? No, I don't think so. So if she hasn't, or if Pure Cosmetics hasn't done an influencer, collab in the past, they don't know how these influencers work. They don't understand the pull that they have. Like I said, they might be like, okay, well, she only has 1 million subscribers. It's not a big deal. She's not, James Charles with 20 million subscribers. I think we'll be okay. But when was the last time that Pure Cosmetics, even if, let's just say, only 10% of her subscribers turned around to buy that product? Well, 10% of 1 million is what, 100,000, right? 100,000, I'm pretty sure. So when was the last time Pure Cosmetics has had over 100,000 people trying to access their website at once, including the normal traffic that they would normally have? They've done collabs with, I don't know how to say that. Ortega, MUA. So I think that she got tired of working with Rich Push. He pushing it, don't like being pushed, or being Rich's shadow. Okay. Look, it's Tati Social Blade on Sunday. She took down about 22 million views. What videos did she delete? Oh, that's a good question. I mean, she could have deleted just like a bunch of old random videos. I wonder if she deleted any like collab videos or something. I love your videos. Oh, thanks, Alyssa. Collab with the Trolls movie. Okay. But it looks like they did one partner, one influencer collab with a real person. Okay, with a real person, with a real person, and not like Barbie or like the Trolls movie. So I don't think that they understood the amount of traffic that people were going to be coming to our website. And if people were having issues with the website even before the launch, I don't think that they really thought how big of a deal it was going to be. I even logged in. It was at like 1:30 in the morning, and there were still like 64,000 people waiting to get onto the website to be able to purchase. And that was after it had already been out for 12 hours. So I think that they were funneling people in slowly because the website couldn't handle the traffic. So they had to funnel people into it. So I don't know, like some people could say that, somebody was attacking the server. So then that way, it ruined her launch and, it flooded the server so people couldn't get in and access it. But people waited 10, 12 hours to be able to get that collab. I haven't even let me see if I can go to the website and see if it's still there. Let me go to Per Cosmetics. Okay, yeah, so I got right into the website. Raw Beauty Kristi. Okay, so I'm assuming it's sold out because it says palette restock coming soon. So, I don't think that they understood how big this is going to be. Plus, on top of that, Kristi just hit 1 million subscribers. She just announced that she was pregnant. And this is her first ever beauty collab. So, of course, people who have been watching Kristi for years and have loved her are going to support her. So I think that she even had a larger percentage of her subscribers converted to buy this product because they've never been able to get a Raw Beauty Kristi product before ever. She, in her video, she said that she never did merch. She's never had a brand deal, none of that. So, I mean, I feel like she easily converted more than 10%. I mean, I wouldn't even doubt if she easily converted at least like 50% of her followers, plus people who just didn't even know about it until it launched and she got new followers. Okay, sorry, I'm way far back in the chat here. Honestly, I didn't even try to get the collab. I'll wait. Yeah, I was going to get it for a giveaway, but I was like, you know what? It's been such a big deal. People have really wanted this. I'm going to let people buy it, and I'll wait for the restock and see if I can get it then to do it as a giveaway. But yeah, I mean, it was a huge launch. Okay, got a bee sting. I'm back. Oh no, Holly, is everything okay? No, not here. That would be nuts. Outside people would be the ones doing it. It happens, unfortunately. I like Kristi, but the colors in the palette were not for me, and I don't wear fake lashes due to wearing glasses. Well, and I mean, not everything's always going to be for everybody. So, I really don't like Pierre's makeup, at least when I got it in BoxyCharm. I have a theory that they put like I don't know, like a lot of the things like smaller sample size stuff. So I'm like, are they the same formula that they put in those boxes, like to make? I don't know. I don't know. The boxes are just weird. I don't know. My conspiracy. I bought the Pure foundation from her, or because of her, and it's horrible on me. Not saying brand is bad because everyone's face is different. Yeah, I mean, what works for one person, won't work for another person, especially when it comes to makeup. I mean, everybody has different skin texture. Everybody has, different oil levels, so you can take an influencer's thing on foundation, more with a grain of salt versus like an eyeshadow. Eyeshadow, I think, will perform most likely the same on everybody. Obviously different factors fall in, like skin tone. Certain shadows won't work for you versus others. But when it comes to a foundation formula, I mean, it comes down to your skin texture, your pores, your oiliness, your dryness. So, you got to find the influencer who has the exact same skin conditions as you do. My first job at a fashion school was e-commerce. Hated it. Hated the moment they started having issues. However, the moment they started having issues, they should have shut down the site and fixed the relaunch. It truly amazes me how many or how much and how many people buy makeup. I think it's so interesting. Oh yeah, makeup is like one of the top industries right now. Tati deleted video on Sunday. I quickly checked in, seeing that the Jane's videos are still on her channel, but I don't know if she ever did videos with Jeffree. Those are possibly, she did a video. I don't know if it was on her channel or on Jeffree's channel, where they got ready in an airplane on the way to Vegas. So I know that she did film videos with Jeffree. So those could be gone. However, I saw only 1 or 2 listed on eBay for resale. Okay, well that's good. I mean, at least people weren't, hey Kathy, trying to like resell her palette right away. Because people who do that to try to make a profit are just gross. I really don't even like their eyeshadow. I've given every palette away. Myra, I like the way you think. I would not wait more than 30 minutes for a product to have that will have a restock. Well, I mean, a lot of these people too, I'm sure, are trying to get it to use for their channel if they didn't get it in PR. Because let's be honest, I mean, it was a big deal. I mean, it's Christy's first beauty collab, so people are going to definitely be looking at reviews for it. So exactly, I cannot believe the team wasn't paying attention to the server load. Our entire team is paged when our servers are at 10% capacity. That's just wild to me. I'm back. Oh, where'd that go? Videos in your DMs, perfect. She deserves it. She earned it. Very happy for Christy, 100%. Doubt Smoky Glow's palette brought in the interest that Raw Beauty Christie's did, though. I mean, I don't think that it did either, but I know that her palette still sold really well too. Sounded like there was 20,000 palettes. I wonder if they had a load test server. Had a load tested the server for heavy traffic. They might have known the site was going to tank and choose to bypass the server upgrades. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it could be it too. I love Raw Beauty Christie, but the palette was not for me. Let's see. Anyone else? Or anyone see the drama with the new Lunar Skies palette? Kate, I have not. Lunar Sky, is that Manny's new palette? Did Manny have a new palette come out? Because he just had like the was it the Prism blush that just launched? I feel bad about Lunar Skies. Or is Lunar Skies the brand? Sorry, when I think of anything lunar, I just think of Manny now. Oh, I hate it when the chat jumps around. They did not copy ColourPop. Lunar Sky's way better. I don't know what's going on. That's true, Coco. I still like the palette. I like the Manny one, and if Christy restock, I will buy. I'm gonna buy from Lunar Skies. They look like good palettes, and $20 is a good deal. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with Lunar Skies. You guys have to fill me in. I'm on makeup. I'm on a no makeup buy. I'm on a makeup no buy. Jeez. Because I'm working from home and not needing to wear anything. But I'm buying skincare products. Yeah, I mean, if you don't need to buy anything, why buy anything, right? That's cool, Mario. No shame. Enjoy that. No, that's Lunar Beauty. That Manny has. Lunar Skies its own brand. Okay, well, what's going on with Lunar Skies? Are people saying that ColourPop copied Lunar Skies, or Lunar Skies copied ColourPop? I have no idea. I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I am so sorry, you guys. I am out of the loop. Sorry, I'm getting some tweet notifications over here. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. We had a survey call today from our school district, and everyone, if everyone should wear masks or not. Oh, geez. I don't understand. Like, why are people? I understand that parents need kids to go back to school because kids need an education. I'm sure it's been stressful having them home when parents have to work, because not everybody has a parent who can stay home or who can afford childcare. So I can understand it's a relief off of sending kids back to school. But why are we letting people out of jail and out of prison if COVID is so bad, but they're forcing kids to go back to school? Somebody understand. Somebody explain that to me, please. Okay. They're saying Lunar Skies copied ColourPop cake palette. Manny is not involved. I don't know how schools are handling the opening in my kids' schools. Have safety precautions in place, and they're letting parents decide whether to use e-learning or let them attend. Oh, Razzle, the nasty little buggers. We're a mask, y'all. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Right, Kogo? Right. Okay, so people are saying that Lunar Skies copied ColourPop. Sorry, that was my random tangent. As soon as you brought up the schools, like, if people can't be in prison because it's so dangerous, then why are we sending kids to school? Okay, what is it? What is the new? Let's see, the cake. Is it called cake? Yes, wash your hands. Yes, perfect. Also, I could never teach, let alone kindergarten. Oh yeah. When my daughter's school starts 8:30, in person 1,800 kids with social distancing and mask encouraged but not required. I mean, how can you social distance 1,800 kids? I mean, how big is your school? Luckily, in Maryland, there's no rush from our governor to reopen, but right now we have no idea if we'll return after Labor Day. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, that's going on, so I can understand trying to figure it out, but sorry, I'm trying to look up this Lunar Sky stuff. So it's the Lunar Skies copied the ColourPop cake palette. Oh, I'm looking for cake on Lunar Skies and not ColourPop. Oh, that's Glamlight Cosmetics. I'm so behind in the times. I don't know what's going on. I could not teach. Oh my god, vlogging. Now, honestly, how could Lunar Skies copy anything? Everything is literally cake. Okay, I'm done talking to mom. Okay, welcome back, Jennifer. Like, I mean, there's a difference between a flat out copy and taking inspiration. And we've had this conversation multiple times. I see strawberry shake, but I'm not seeing anything cake related. So yeah, I'm not seeing that on here. Sending pics in your DMs. Okay, thank you, Kate. Oh, Glamlight. Okay, well, why were people saying Lunar Skies and ColourPop? Okay, so I mean, I don't see it. Like, okay, so it's a purple palette. I don't know if you guys can see. It doesn't really work. It doesn't really work. Yeah, you can't really see there. Not gonna lie. Okay, so they're both in like purple packaging. One's kind of like cut out on the top. The Glamlight one has a green in it, but the Lunar Skies doesn't. There's really not like a deep purple. There's only 5 glitters in the lunar sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It looks like there's 7, 8 in the glam light. I think it's because they're literally in a purple packaging with square pans. People are calling it a copy. Like, oh, it's pink. Pink, purple ish. Something. Well, when I saw it, I guess okay, maybe it looks more pink there. Does it look more pink there? Yeah, you can't really see. So I guess maybe it is more pink there. But I mean, you can see too that it has like printed detailing, like the inside of a cake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so there's 8 shimmers in the Glam Light palette versus the Lunar Skies one, which has 5. I don't think that the colors are extremely similar. Are there some that are repeats? Yes, but I mean, let's be honest, almost every single color has been done. I'm sure like that green shade from Shane and Jeffrey, the Put It Back shade, there's a makeup company that has already made that color or something extremely similar. So, I mean, unless literally it's the exact same colors with the exact same amount of metallics that are the same metallics and the same mattes and the same colors, and you just take them and rearrange them in a different thing, then I would say you're copying. Like basically how Makeup Revolution dupes and basically copies everything. Now, they'll adjust some things in the palette so it's not a blatant copy, unlike the thing that they did with Manny and his Moon Prism Moon Prism highlighter. But I mean, to me, it's similar. I don't think it's a copy. I mean, it's similar, but again, there are so many like colors. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's similar colors, but I don't think it's a copy. Like pink, purple-ish. Yeah, I mean, it's all the same. I never said I was a color expert. Honestly, to all the parents here are doing your best. That's all that matters. Yes, exactly, Coco. Oh no, did Lunar Skies take it down? No, it's still there. It's still on the website. Yes, teachers just really underappreciated. I 100% agree. Teachers need to be paid more. 100%. If we can pay an athlete $500 million to play a sport over the course of 10 years, I mean, teachers can definitely get paid more than $26,000 a year. Because you have to remember, too, there's a dog outside. Teachers don't just work, from 8 to 3 when they're in school. They also then take home papers that they have to read and grade and give feedback to. I mean, and when you're doing younger grades, you're doing like, simple math problems and stuff, that's like easier to go through and grade for sure. But, when you're teaching, junior high school, where you have to read like a 5-page paper and you have 30 kids in your class, like that's a lot of extra time that you have to do outside of school, outside of your job that you're not getting paid for, that people don't realize. And then on top of that, teachers are the ones that also do all these extracurricular activities where they're, giving their weekends up to go out of town for the quiz ball or sporting events or for other things like, I don't know, other things, any kind of other events. And it's like they're giving up their time to do that. Like the ones who spend the time to put on the plays and they're after school with the kids for an extra, like, from 3 to 6 rehearsing for the play. On top of that, they're, getting everything together for the play. Then they're going home and they're grading papers. I don't know. I just don't understand why people don't understand how much work that teachers actually do outside of class as well. I know as kids, let's be honest, we don't think about it. We just like, I hate this teacher. This teacher's mean to me. And that's all that you think about. But, once you get older and you look back at it, and you're like, man, like that teacher literally, like they taught, 6 classes a day. They taught, 200 people. They have to go home and read, 5-page papers from 200 people and grade them, report them, and stuff like that. Like, if you have an issue with the teacher, maybe it's because they have an issue with you. I'm not pleased about sending my son back, but I also want him to be in school because he's driving me insane. It's sad that when COVID began, teachers were being praised left and right. Now they're being told to get back inside the school and basically suck it up when it comes to the virus. Right? Exactly. Like everyone is like all those like happy videos, like, oh my God, teachers, thank you so much. I never really realized how hard it was to even teach just like my one child, let alone you teaching 30 at a time. But now they're just like, hey, why don't you just shut up and get back to work because I need my kid to come back to school. Like, my daughter was told not to bring too much to the dorm room just in case. Yeah, I mean, it's getting to the point that, numbers are still going up. It looks like Florida had another record-breaking day. So, I mean, I just saw a map that literally, like, almost every state is increasing or they're spiking in numbers. There's 2 that, like, were plateaued, and I think, like, 3 that were, like, getting better, and I think that was New York. I don't know, up in the east side where they, like, close things down. I don't remember. But it's not going good. I mean, 25% of all cases in the entire world right now are in the US that's being reported, and the US makes up 4% of the population of the world. Her school so far has massive social distancing, will be encouraged, not required. Waiting for final word from Murphy because parents getting 30-day notice about what's going on. Okay. Teachers have 10 to 30 kids or more. Lives in their hand every day. And all deserve 3 times the pay they receive. 100% agree. Betsy DeVos should be forced to attend a public school for a week during this mess. Betsy DeVos should be taking the exact same pay that the teachers make on average. That's what she should also be getting paid. Saying that basically teachers don't need any more money when teachers have to spend money out of their own pockets because the school can't afford school supplies. I have a son. Ooh. I have to get my son masks. He's only been going to his dad's house and his best friend's house, who lives right by us. They need to shut everything down for 3 months. Well, if people would have just worn masks when they said, hey, wear a mask, it's not required, but, be nice, be polite, be respectful, wear a mask. I honestly don't think that we'd be where we are. Would we have cases? Absolutely. Would it have solved everything? No, but it definitely would have helped. Children are allowed to decide whether to go in person or online, but our teachers given the option? I don't think so, Crystal. I think they have to go to the class because if one kid wants to come to school, then they have to go. It's sad they're sending kids back basically for money. Like, are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. I appreciate the support for teachers here. I never know if I'm gonna get railed for being a teacher. Oh no, Razzle, no. Like, teachers need to get paid more. My sister went to school for 5 years. She went to college to become an elementary education teacher. Got a job in a daycare where she was making less per year than I was as a brand new retail store manager. I was making more money than she was with a degree, and I didn't have one. And then she ended up getting married and had 3 kids. So she's not using her degree right now, but I mean, she could still go back and teach. But the fact that I was getting paid more than she was as a teacher, taking care of kids' lives, whereas I was selling shoes to people, is absolutely ridiculous. And I think it's absolute crap that the president is threatening to withhold money from schools to reopen, risking lives of staff and school kids. It's ludicrous. I 100% agree. 100% agree. Jersey's gonna go up because of the clowns at the shore. Oh, I do love me the Jersey Shore though, Kate. Not gonna lie, it's one of the best shows that I've seen in a long time. I have constant communication with my kids' teachers and the staff at my school. My 7-year-old couldn't handle e-learning requirements, but because I kept in touch with this teacher, she knew. Okay, well, that's good. And you gotta get, I mean, the thing is, like, if you communicate with people, it makes things a lot easier. So thank you for communicating with them, and that way they understand. California shut back down. Oh, did they? The economy. What about the economy / sarcasm? My thing about the economy, though, is that the economy would be fine if we would have just taken care of this to begin with. I mean, it would have, like, if we would have shut everything down in March and then just reopened, I think it's fine. And the big thing is that everyone was like, okay, well, you should have 3 months worth of savings in your savings account in case something ever happens to you in the future, which I completely understand. Yes, you should always have a savings. But the fact that these businesses, multi-billion-dollar businesses, couldn't go 2 weeks without threatening a shutdown unless they got a government bailout. Really? We're supposed to have 3 months in our savings making nowhere near billions of dollars a year, but you can't go 2 weeks. Don't say teachers need laid more. Oh no. I work with teachers and therapists who do intervention in the homeless in homes or do interventions in home daycare. Right now, they're doing virtual visits. Hard to social distance in a home or daycare. Yeah, that's true. I was working on teaching him what he needed. Oh, this chat's gonna jump, and I'm gonna be lost. There we go. All these Karens out here refusing to wear masks is making it worse. 100%. 100%. We have masks in LA. We have masks in LA and still going. Well, yeah. I mean, it's still going to go up, but I mean, if people, I mean, with the beaches open and restaurants open and all that stuff, there's no reason that the beaches need to be open. There's no point. Beaches don't need to be open. I understand that you don't want to be in your house, but guess what? No, carry out is the best way to go. But people are like, no, I want to go and I want to sit in public and eat and cough around people. Like, I mean, until people are actually responsible, there's always going to be issues. DeVos only cares about private religious schools anyways. She has no idea what goes on in public schools, and Trump's a moron. In Miami, people are not wearing masks. My aunt has been a teacher for 33 years. She's thinking about retiring. Yeah, I mean, at this point, do you just call it a day? Trump doesn't have any authority to withhold money. Congress already approved that. Yeah, but I mean, the fact that he's even threatening it is disgusting. In my state, they're basically telling teachers if they don't have in-person teaching, they're going to cut their budget, which is trash. The nursing home where my mom works opened up for family visits, and 5 residents were positive this weekend. Oh, lovely. After they were finally down to 0, employees were tested weekly and residents every other week. And they're filling up the bars. Mm-hmm. Exactly. These athletes are making millions chasing the ball around. And I'm not saying that, it's not a skill and a talent to be able to play a sport, but these teachers are the ones who are basically raising the kids, or I guess they shouldn't raising kids, but I mean, some of them are raising these kids to be good people and teaching them, good lessons. And obviously, that some of that does fall on the parents too. But let's be honest, a teacher is around a kid just as much as a parent is sometimes. So these teachers, they have a huge responsibility in how these kids are, they're taught and how they have social interactions, because that's what school is. It's just like one giant social interaction. So I don't know. I think teachers definitely need to be paid more. And having pool parties. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the validation. Of course. Louder. Come visit me and we'll take you to the Jersey Shore. Oh yeah. I might just have to go to the Jersey Shore. Oh yeah. I might have to get a little bit of a tan first because I'm blending in with my chair at this point. None of those people are from the Jersey Shore. They're New Yorkers, and thank you for attending my Jersey TED Talk. Yes, I know. They are all basically from New York or Staten Island. But still. Spoiler alert, President lies. I completely agree. Denial never works. We all wear masks in public. What's the problem with the mask? It infringes on people's rights, apparently. I don't think anywhere in the Constitution it says that you have the right to not wear a mask. But I know people like, well, the government doesn't have a right to tell you what to do. But here's the thing is that every single place that you go to, restaurant, public, anything, gas station, the mall, anywhere except for the pool, what is required for you to enter? There's always no shoes, no shirt, no service. So people are fine with that. Okay, saying if you don't have a shirt on, you can't come in. If you don't have shoes on, you can't come in. And now people are saying, okay, if you don't have a mask on, you can't come in. And people are like, well, that's ridiculous. You're fine with like no shoes, no shirt. Like you have to have those on. But when they're asking you to wear a mask to protect people, you have a problem with it. We have to wear them at the beach. Yeah, but how many people take them off? Let's be honest. But I was reading that South LA has more dense, and that's where most of the cases are. Okay. Oh no, the beach is closed, but the bars are full. Like nothing's happening. No. I'd like to stay my distance. Or I like to say my district has a plan, but I haven't seen one yet. So if California is shutting down again, how long before Jeffrey lies about taking his 103-year-old grandma somewhere? Well, he hasn't come back to social media yet, and it's been almost 3 weeks. So I don't know. It's very interesting. And Maryland began to open up slowly in June. Our numbers went up slightly this week, but not enough to close again. We're still in stage 2. I had to go to Walmart 2 hours ago, and these idiots are wearing masks around their neck. Yeah. We have like 5 active cases where I am, but I don't know if that will last. We have, I think, 900 active cases right now. It's remained about the same, but I have a feeling it's going to go up here in the next week. Because the people are saying masks makes you sheep, yet they have no issue with major issues. God forbid they think of others, right? Mm-hmm. Wearing a mask in Walmart, I'll pull it down a little because wearing it gets to my asthma, but I make sure that no one else in the aisle, right? Yeah, and I mean, if you have to do things like that, at least you're respectful about it, Jennifer. But these people just don't care. Exactly, 100, like what, 10,000% right. Oh, trash and recycle needs to go out. They all have kids' lives in their hands. Teachers are a saint to me. Mm-hmm. You can't come if you don't do that with your head. What? Wait, I can't come if I don't do what, Kate? What? Honestly, the government doesn't care who gets it. They want the citizens to be responsible. Meanwhile, there are too many people acting like bad kids in the class. Well, and let's be honest, too. A lot of the people who are refusing masks, I'm not trying to generalize here, but it seems a lot of the people who are refusing to wear masks are Trump supporters. And if Trump wants his supporters to be able to go to the polls in November, you'd think that he wouldn't want his supporters to have COVID, right? And be hospitalized. Just saying. Not saying that everybody who voted for Trump is refusing to wear a mask. I'm just saying it seems that there seems to be a connection. Oh my God, I actually made it without notification. Oh, hey, Chris. So Amber is the one wearing the mask and shirt with no pants. You're giving it, or they're giving out fines if you don't have it on. Okay, well that's good. Reserving the right to refuse service was around way before this. Exactly, Jacob. Exactly. Any business has the right to refuse service to anybody and ask them to leave their property. And if they don't want to leave, that's when you call the police and you make them leave. The governor of VA said anyone should add masks to the list of things you should wear if you want service. Mm-hmm. I think the mask requirement is city ordinance, not law. These Karens are too much. Oh, thank you, Kate. You can come to Jersey, but Kate and I are worried. But Kate and I are worried are nowhere near the actual show. Oh, but isn't Jersey like long and skinny? I mean, how far away could it be to be from the shore? Or are you on like the bottom of Jersey where like everything else is up here? Did anybody see the Karma without a crystal ball Sanders Kennedy thing? Was that the one from a few days ago? Just found your channel and I'm hooked. Oh, well, thanks, Maritza. I'm an hour away, vegan, easy peasy. Oh, an hour away is nothing. I used to drive an hour and a half a day for work. My body doesn't agree with wearing the mask. My buy? What? Pants are too much more uncomfortable than masks, right? Yeah, fine. I won't wear pants anymore, and I will just wear a mask. Honestly, it sounds like these. I would just quit smoking. I got a smoker's cough, and I'm dying holding the cough because I don't want to scare these people. Oh no. I think Jeffree Star has been going through the Morphe breakup these last few weeks. That's why he's been staying silent. Maybe he will put up another teary Snapchat and say, well, if you want to know the full story, swipe up. My neighbors think it's a hoax. I know, like, well, the fact that our president is calling it a hoax, it doesn't help the situation. Oh, poor baby, you got refused service for not wearing a mask. Oh, at least it's not for your skin, right? I know, these people are just insane. I'm about an hour and a half. Okay, yeah, see, that's fine. We'll have a good time. Because don't agree with him. However, he thinks a business should run how it wants, including the math. Yeah, like that's SD traffic. Jersey traffic is different. Oh, so are you an hour and a half distance or just an hour and a half drive? If that makes any sense. I mean, at least like, hey, Wacky, my store now has required people to wear masks when they come in. If they don't have a mask, we give them a mask to wear. And then we haven't had any issues yet of people saying they didn't have one or, you know, that they refused to wear one. We've had people say they don't have one. And we said, oh, well, you know, we have them for you. I haven't had anybody have an issue like yelling at us yet. You know, it's going to happen. But we have had people who turned around and walked away. And it's like, you know, if you choose to do that, you choose to do that. But the company is like, you know what, at this point, we're going to require people to wear masks in the stores because we're seeing an increase in numbers. So, oh my God, the cough I have, allergies, and I can't even sneeze in public right now. Although, like, sneezing in your mask is the worst. I'm not going to lie. I sneezed. Anytime I sneeze in my mask at work, I have to go and I put another one on. But at least I'm sneezing in my mask and I'm not taking it off to sneeze in my elbow. Oh my goodness, my sister does a smoker cough on purpose, but she loves chaos. That's completely, oh my God. Amber, you are crazy. They'd still find a way to tax us. If you live in LA, it does. Distance in the summer, the parkway, everything takes longer. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks for the super chat, Smiley. Thank you for all you do. Oh, well, thanks so much for hanging out with us. WACB gets a negative for me. Nope. What's WACB? Sometimes I just don't know things. Coca Marie and try. It's hard to hold it in, but I'm probably like a crazy person. You ain't lying. That's much more infringing than wearing a mask all day. Chris, I know it sucks. It's okay. Half these people think it's fake. Yeah, it's just insane. It's just insane. But okay, everybody. Well, that takes us to almost, we're 2 hours. We're at an hour and 59 minutes without a crystal ball. Okay. Thanks so much for coming out to hang out. I do stream every Tuesday here at 6 p.m. Central. So make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I stream in my next video. Also, I stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, where we just hang out and relax. I play a video game and we just kind of chat back and forth. So we talk about more drama. It's more relaxed, more laid back. And then you just watch me constantly get killed on a video game. So if you definitely want to come and check out my Twitch, it's free to follow, just like it is here on YouTube. Link is down in the description box down below. But thanks everybody for coming to hang out. I will see you guys all tomorrow on my Twitch stream and in my next video, and probably over on Twitter in like 2 minutes. All right. Thanks everybody. Have a good night. Bye.